just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch this.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get tough, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity yourself, don't make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second, look at your neighbor and check in.
It's week 12 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's Zay Flowers.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And out of the air, Dalton.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Dalton. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Dalton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tank Dell. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dragons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown. to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 16 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Prescott.
Short pass caught by Henry. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it down.
There he goes, right side. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Hey, kill! First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You look at this defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A give to Pollard, running left.
Trucks over him. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk. Why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or set packages, don't they?
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the side. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Wants to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Preston sets up play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's Prescott. Short pass caught by Henry.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? They'll roll him out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Dalton off play action.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Prescott able to hit his target long.
That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Prescott on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And again, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Play action here with Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
3rd and 19.
Dalton now to pass. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruining that series of downs for them.
So we've hit halftime on halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back. Side Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Taken right around the 44. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Prescott now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They juked him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Prescott.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Dalton.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Dalton bootlegs out.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he will have the Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard this sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Dalton. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
Unnecessary roughness.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Zay Flowers.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So they get the score, still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business, right? Like the last series just didn't happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 27-24. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They've got 1 timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work here on 1st down. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to thank the guys on D.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Dragons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
31. Cowboys 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now it's the Cowboys' turn, trailing by 4. 1:15 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down.
Prescott's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Now Prescott.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Dak. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red